This is a tribute to the Canine Corps. Over my lifetime, I've had 3 experiences with dogs. The first one was when the state troopers brought bloodhounds to a scout camp. We were standing in a large circle because there were several troops that were at this particular event. There was one particular scoutmaster that nobody really liked. And as luck would have it, one of the bloodhounds was sitting right beside him. Well, the handler was showing us how bloodhounds work. Interestingly enough, they always have to have a leash when they're in the woods chasing somebody, because a bloodhound will love you to death. So they have to have the dog on a leash so when he finds the individual, he's got control of the situation. Well, this little bloodhound, well, big bloodhound, was sitting next to this scoutmaster that nobody particularly liked, and all of a sudden he stood up and lifted his leg. Nobody said a word. Everybody in the circle saw it. That was one of my first experiences with the Canine Corps. Recently, we had an incident here in our county where a trained dog was chasing an individual, and that individual turned around and shot the dog. It did catch the dog in the mouth, it broke its jaw, but over time, the dog went through several surgeries and was actually returned to duty. Bless the man who was the trainer of that dog. The last one was kind of a Santa story. I was sitting in a sleigh. It was a wide sleigh. I'm in the middle, and there was room for kids on both sides of me. Monday night was pet night. Tuesday night, in comes this officer with his dog, and he's headed off in that direction, and he's really headed for something. And I thought, aha, the dog is working. Well, probably about 5 minutes later, back comes the dog with his wife and his son. The son sat over here, and they put Nero up here. Well, every time they'd get ready to take the picture, Nero would jump down. And they'd come and they'd get him back set up there, and he'd be sitting like this. They'd ready to take the picture, down he'd go. Well, about the third time, I thought, this is a trained dog. He sat there, and when he began to move, I said, stay. And he did, and they got the picture. And when it was all done, he got down. Well, that's only the first half of the story. My wife was working for a veterinarian in town, and the officer, the trainer, Nero's trainer, came in to get some medication for the dog. And Joyce said, oh, I understand that you had a picture taken with Santa Claus. And the officer said, you've got to tell your husband something. My son was scared that the Santa Claus could not get in the house because Nero would be protecting the house. But now it's okay because Nero knows Santa Claus and he sat with Santa Claus, so he'll get in the house okay. I will remain forever Santa.